starts right now.
First at 6, could Old Highway 90 be a new name again? A group of locals near Enrique Barrera Parkway want to change the name of their street again.
They want the 90 back, though Garrett Berger tells us they are looking to make a slight adjustment.
Though the name Enrique Barrera Parkway has hung from signposts along this stretch of West Side Road for the past 6 years, for some in the area, it has been and always will be Old Highway 90, and they want their name back.
We've listened to a lot of people, and we're still hearing it today. When are we going to get the name back? When are we going to get the name back?
Business owner Michael Cormans and his compatriots have been waiting for years to file this application to bring back the Old Highway 90 name with a slight twist.
Change to historic Old Highway 90.
It's a near historic fight at this point, too. In 2014, former Councilman Ray Lopez put forward the idea of changing the street name to Enrique Barrera Parkway in honor of the late councilman and Edgewood ISD trustee. City Council approved the change in 2015. Almost immediately, these men and others tried to get it changed back. The new name causes confusion for businesses, they say, and Old Highway 90 is part of their identity.
It's like taking a relative away. It's like somebody died.
But in late 2016, council members shot down the first attempt to rename the street. And just months later, passed an ordinance requiring changed street names to stay in place at least 5 years.
It's done so people could forget and people move on. But we stayed on it, we kept on it.
And this time, they've got their council members' support. District 6 Councilwoman Melissa Cabello-Haverda told KSAT in part, "While I honor the former Councilman Barrera's legacy and have deep respect for his family, I am also committed to honor and support the District 6 community's wishes, and certainly the wish of these men."
But our pride, our name, our identity is Old Highway 90. That's who we are.
It will likely be 3 to 4 months before this could end up in front of the City Council. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
In other news, mixed reactions after the Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty on all charges.
That was a unanimous decision today, turning a tense courtroom into an emotional one after Rittenhouse and others broke down in tears. And emotions also stirring more than 1,200 miles away, right here at home.
Alicia Barrera joins us now live in the newsroom with reactions from our own viewers. So tell us, Alicia, what are people saying?
Yeah, all eyes were really glued on this case as the jury deliberated for nearly 3.5 days. The 18-year-old cried and hugged one of his attorneys after finally hearing his fate. A free man. Those reactions have really been flooding in across social media. Here we have of you, Mary Casa, saying, "I'm still in shock. Can't believe he got away with it." Others, "Great news. He should have never seen a court to begin with." And there's really mixed reactions on both sides. We want to remind you that the jury did take an oath to deliver a verdict based on evidence that was submitted. However, users like Mr. Danny McGinnis on Facebook say the media, quote, "try to control the narrative. Good job, jury and judge." End quote. But here's what local activist and executive director from Black Freedom Factory had to say about the perception of the defendant across the media.
So what has been shown is this helpless white male who's crying all over the media being circulated. And in my opinion, it excuses him from the action that he committed. And that is parading around an assault rifle at a protest and harming people fatally in the process. And
again, Rittenhouse was found not guilty of all charges. And I asked, what comes next? Factory says this verdict could put advocates like her at risk of being harmed. Through her organization, Factory says she'll continue to push to alleviate racial inequities throughout our city through data and action. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Now new at 6, one pilot dead, 2 others injured after planes crashed this morning on the runway at Laughlin Air Force Base. It's just east of Del Rio. And according to a press release, the military says that accident happened around 10 this morning. Laughlin is home to the 47th Training Wing, which is the country's largest pilot training facility for the Air Force. Now, in other news, the Kerr County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding the man that you see on your screen. He's Adam Engel. He's wanted in connection with injury to a child and 2 counts of assault and family violence. He was last seen driving a 2003 white Chevy Silverado with license plate 10212F. He's considered armed and dangerous. So if you see him, you should call the Sheriff's Office or call 830-896-TIPS.
At the rate San Antonio is growing, it should come as no surprise that for the first time, the median home price has surpassed $300,000. $305,000 to be exact. That's an 18% jump. Yet realtors report that multiple offers are being made and houses are selling within days or even just hours of hitting the market. Jesse DeGoyato introduces us to a couple who is luckily staying with family while they keep looking and hoping.
Felix and Rosalinda Reina had been working with their realtor, Josana Quintanilla, since moving here from Kingsville. They'd been forewarned San Antonio is a seller's market, so be prepared to pay well above the asking price, like the buyer who had bought their house.
We had it for $220 and they offered $240. We'll take it.
With the tables turned, the couple says they'll probably have to do the same.
But it's crazy. It is literally crazy.
I never expected it to be this way. It's horrible.
The Reinas say they've learned the hard way. Just because a house is for sale doesn't mean it will be for long. A house on the market in the morning, they say, by that afternoon.
They already had 16 families gone to go look at it.
Being retired, the Reinas say they were prepared to pay $250,000, but after looking around and talking to their banker, they're more in the ballpark. $305,000, the new median home price in San Antonio.
Buyers have to be prepared. They have to be pre-approved. They must know when they get out there what they're going to be dealing with.
Hopefully it'll come down. They keep saying that the market's going to come down, but that's what they keep saying.
Jesse DeGoyato, KSAT 12 News.
All right, switching gears and now to the news that you've been waiting for. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Federal Drug Administration authorizing Pfizer and Moderna booster shots for anyone 18 and older today. And this is happening as we see an increase of people who have been vaccinated but don't have their boosters get hospitalized with COVID. Ursula Puri looks at whether the next step may be an updated vaccine.
In the journal Science, a recent study of veterans 6 months after their original vaccination, that the power of J&J's single-dose vaccine plunged from 86% down to just 13%. While Moderna and Pfizer's vaccines fared better, they waned too, down to about 50% effectiveness.
When we compare rates of COVID-19 disease between those who are vaccinated with 2 doses and those who have received a booster dose, the rate of disease is markedly lower for those who received their booster shot, demonstrating our boosters are working.
But it also raises the idea that instead of a booster shot of an old vaccine that we know will not last beyond 6 months and is not very effective against preventing Delta infections, why not develop a new one that can? In fact, that's already underway. Pfizer testing out a reformulated vaccine targeting Delta, and another company investigating one for Beta, which is not as transmissible but harder to treat. The chief medical officer at University Health, however, would rather we just keep our eyes on the vaccines we have.
From a public health perspective, my preference is that we immunize those that are unimmunized. I think that's the biggest bang for our buck.
Why? Because not doing that now keeps COVID-19's door open.
Dr. Alsop believes it is the unvaccinated individuals that are spurring on this transmission and potentially the development of new variants. He warns if that happens again, as it did with Delta, we could be in a serious scenario. Back to square one. And nobody wants that. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
So it's starting to look a lot like Christmas in downtown San Antonio. The Rotary Ice Rink is open and it's ready for winter.
All right, let's take a look. Max Massey joins us live. He is down there. It's 60 degrees. It's basically winter in San Antonio. So Max, how are things looking out there?
Guys, things have slowed down a little bit since 5 o'clock, but I'll tell you what, the lights are up. It is feeling like and looking like a lot like Christmas here in downtown San Antonio. Joined here with Brandon Logan, the man behind the ice rink here, the Rotary Ice Rink. So what went into putting this all together this year?
Yeah, a lot of planning. Obviously, dealing with COVID, we had to put in some new measures to ensure that people had safe entry and enjoyable experience, but still the same mission, making sure that people are having a great time. This is all about placemaking, and what we want to create was a gathering place to ensure, regardless of where you live and where you come from, you have a chance to come enjoy a great holiday new tradition at the coolest place in town.
It is the coolest place now, even though it was about 68 this afternoon. It's still cool here on the ice. We're causing a little traffic jam here, but Brandon, last couple seconds, what does this mean for the community? What does it mean for you?
Personally, it means a lot. As a lifelong San Antonian, being able to give back a gift, what I think is a perpetual gift that turns into advancement of young people's lives through scholarships, whether it's through agriculture, high school, college scholarships. I mean, you can't be in a better position than that. So connecting multi-generations together for a fun cause and worthwhile. It's just a reminder to everyone that comes down here, knowing your dollar is being reinvested back into a young person's life.
All right, Brandon Logan, thank you so much.
Thanks, Max.
Guys, if you have any questions, we have all the answers, tickets, times, just head to KSAT.com. I'm going to try to get in a workout real quick. Have a nice night.
All right, Max, thank you so much.
Of course, Max is going to get in a workout while he's at the ice rink.
Burpees on the ice, Max. Let's see it.
Oh,
that's a whole new challenge.
Yeah, I think Max needs to level up. All right, so 60 degrees right now. The cool weather is here. We'd love for it to stick around if you're headed out to the ice rink this weekend.
Well, tonight it's going to stick around, but we've got some up and down temperatures and humidity to talk about. The aquifer down a little bit today, but keep in mind we're still in year-round watering restrictions, so we've been out of stage 1 for a few weeks. I want to talk about the pollen count. Mold moderate 820, juniper, ragweed, and grass all registering, but on the low end. Already dipping down into the 50s, Bernie 55, 59 New Braunfels. Meanwhile, 64 in Castroville. These temperatures dropping quickly. We'll talk about how cold it'll get tonight, the changes you'll notice for the weekend, and that Thanksgiving rain chance in a bit.
Welcome back. Here's what we're working on for you tonight on the Night Beat. Many of you are going to be traveling this weekend to go and see family, and whether you're vaccinated or not, you may want to do an at-home COVID test. Well, tonight on the Night Beat, we're going to talk to the experts to find out just how reliable those tests are. Also, a joyous celebration for one family. You remember these guys. It's been a year since the San Antonio couple adopted 6 kids, and we're going to check in with them on this very special day. Those stories and so much more for you tonight on the Night Beat. Myra?
All right, thanks, Stephanie. Construction underway on the next segment of the massive Loop 1604 North project. Our Samuel King joins us now. Sam, so much to keep track of with this one. This covers the stretch from I-10 to Highway 281.
Yes, Myra, the segment projected to cost at least $300 million, and so far crews are getting ready for utility work, and they're setting up barriers and preparing those work zones. Now, this is segment 3 of the massive project. Work began on the stretch between Bandera Road and I-10 earlier this year, and sometime next year, work will begin on segment 2, a little bit out of order, but it's a complete transformation of that tricky 1604 I-10 interchange.
Our crews are really focusing on getting some work done on segment 1 and segment 3 on each side of the interchange. So when they start the interchange work, it'll be more fluid and easier, less impact for the drivers.
Project will widen 1604 from 4 lanes to 10 lanes, including HOV lanes. Construction on all 3 segments of the roadway should be completed by 2027. Now, the next 2 segments from 281 to I-35 on the northeast side are planned but not yet funded. The new infrastructure package could unlock some money for those segments to be funded. We'll get to a major closure this weekend on 1604 in just a moment, but want to show you this just coming in. I-10 at De Zavala, you can see there's some sort of a crash or situation there. Literally just saw this. So try to work on some more information on this if this is not cleared in the next half hour. Here's that closure I mentioned, Loop 1604 at Blanco. They'll be closed periodically tomorrow morning, so watch out for that. Again, part of that project. Still looking at some slowdowns coming if you're going out east, so leaving out to New Braunfels more than an hour right now. Myra, Stephanie?
All right, Sam, thank you.
Let's take a look outside with Sky 12.
Ooh, look at those lights. How pretty.
The lights going up. They're there around the Alamo. I bet this is a weekend a lot of people put out their lights on their houses, do some decorating. It's not too early.
Indeed. We have the University of the Incarnate Word, right? They're going to have a light festival tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that coming up at 6:30. So, all these events. Adam, how's the weather shaping up for all that?
Yeah.
Tonight, jacket. Tomorrow night, don't need it. There you go. And we have some other noticeable changes to talk about over the weekend as well, including changes in the humidity and even a few rain chances, and then the chance of some showers as we get into Thanksgiving, a shift in our weather pattern. Let's look outside right now, 58 degrees. The dew point's down to 38, so still that dry air in place, meaning temperatures are going to fall off quickly. Clear sky, not much of a breeze, pretty much a calm wind, dry air. So down to near 50 degrees by midnight and then into the 40s tomorrow morning. We're talking 47 degrees to start the day tomorrow. We'll break it down for you across the area coming up. First, take a look at our sunset this evening. A few clouds off in the distance, making for a nice little show there this evening. We started the day at 48, topped out at 67, both of them a little below average for this time of year. And here's one noticeable change that's going to be happening over the weekend. The humidity. So dew points right now in the 30s to near 40. You don't even feel any mugginess in the air, even along the Gulf coastline. You don't feel the humidity or mugginess. However, tomorrow, a southeasterly breeze will gradually be bumping up those dew points. So we'll start the day cool, dry feel in the air, very fall-like. Then by tomorrow evening, when you venture outside, you'll notice the changes. It's going to feel a little sticky. Notice by 8, 9 o'clock, dew points back in the low to mid 60s, so the mugginess returns then. Briefly, though, Sunday, you'll notice the humidity. So tomorrow night into Sunday, mugginess. That's going to cause some widespread fog, I think, Sunday morning. And then we get into next week, and that humidity swept away for early next week. All right, let's talk temperatures. We know the humidity is going to be changing throughout the weekend, and you'll notice it by tomorrow night. Temperatures will be modifying a bit as well. Right now, across the state, mostly 60s and then some 50s as well. 59 New Braunfels, 56 Kerrville. Meanwhile, Eagle Pass right now at 66. And tomorrow morning, this is what we're anticipating. Upper 40s in the Hill Country, near 50 degrees elsewhere. We're thinking about 47 Leon Springs, 48 New Braunfels, 50 Von Army, 48 Elmendorf and Lavernia. By tomorrow afternoon, we are well into the 70s. So a beautiful afternoon. Cool start to the day, but a comfortable afternoon where you can have shorts and short sleeves and feel just fine. And of course, I mean, true to nature this time of year, our temperatures just keep going up and down, up and down. So we go up to near 80 on Sunday, and then by Monday, we're back down in the 60s for high temperatures because of that weak cold front that's going to be hitting us late Sunday. So across the nation, big picture, storm track's still off to the north of us, but we're watching, keeping an eye on this upper level circulation over the Pacific. That's likely to slowly drift its way eastward over the coming days. And then as we get into next week, closer to Thanksgiving, set itself up in a position that would throw some energy and moisture our way and boost our rain chances a bit by Thanksgiving. I know it's not ideal timing, especially if you're traveling around, but it does look like somewhere across Texas we'll have some pockets of heavy rainfall, and there could be some decent accumulations. We just don't know exactly where yet, but right now it looks like on Thanksgiving Day, we'd have some rain just moving across Texas and even parts of our area. The big question is, does it really last beyond Thanksgiving on into Friday and maybe even Saturday? So right now, 20% chance of a few showers on Sunday with that weak front moving through. And then Thursday, we boost that up to a 40% chance. But check back in because this is a very fluid situation. 70s for highs this weekend, and then we get into next week, and for the most part, upper 60s, low 70s.
If you're going to go ice skating on Sunday, you could just lay on the ice.
I thought you were going to say ice fishing for a second there. You had me excited, Myra. You had me pumped up.
That's your gig for sure. Thanks.
All right, Adam, thank you. All right, let's send things on over to Larry Ramirez. He is joining us live from San Marcos's Rattler Stadium. Good evening. What's going on there?
Yeah, good evening, guys. We are here for a neutral site high school football playoff game tonight between Austin Westlake and New Braunfels, and both the teams are on the field right now warming up for this game that kicks at 7 o'clock tonight. New Braunfels has one of the best offenses in the area, and Westlake is one of the best teams in the country. Plus, in high school volleyball, Canyon played a tough 5-set match today. Coming up. Good evening, everybody, and welcome live to San Marcos High School and Rattler Stadium, where tonight New Braunfels and Austin Westlake will battle in the second round of the high school football playoffs. And both teams are on the field right now getting ready for kick, which is 7 o'clock tonight. Now, this is a Class 6A Division II matchup. The Unicorns enter this contest 9-2 on the season. They've won 5 straight games, including their playoff opener last Friday, 51-45 against Johnson. The 51 points is a season high for the Unicorns, and they're hoping for that kind of success tonight against a very good Westlake defense. New Braunfels leads District 27-6A in several offensive categories, including total yards and points per game at 35. Quarterback Aiden Bauman tops the district with more than 1,900 passing yards and 22 TD passes. Riker Purdy is 27-6A's top running back with 1,077 yards and 13 touchdowns. Plus, receivers Lance Beagley and Landon Marsh sit 2 and 3 in receiving yards. When this offense is clicking, they are very good and tough to stop.
Really it starts in practice. Coach Starnes makes us do every little thing right, and so even if we don't get it right the first time, we know we'll work on it. We constantly work on it, and it pays off.
I think it starts with our quarterback. He does a lot of work, a lot of preparation, a lot of video time. He understands the game really well, and does a good job getting the ball where it needs to be.
It's like the whole team, basically. It's just a family. We have faith in the defense can get their job done, and they have super amounts of faith in us, and everyone, the wide receivers, linemen, it's all just a little family.
That family and faith will be tested big time tonight when New Braunfels takes on Austin Westlake, the #1 high school football team in Texas and #3 in the country per Max Preps. But to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that's what New Braunfels will try to do right here at Rattler Stadium.
No doubt it's going to be a dogfight, but we're not scared of the competition. We're going to be ready to play. They're just really technical, and they're a hard-nosed football team, and they just come downhill at you every snap.
They're a good team, obviously, that everybody's seen that, and we're going to focus on what we do best, and I'm working on our execution, and then work on the things we control, how hard we play, how well we play, and taking care of the ball.
Last week, New Braunfels opened the playoffs with a thrilling victory, beating Johnson in a wild contest to hand the Jags their only loss of the season. The Unicorns are hoping for some more magic tonight.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We're a team that works together, and we're a team that believes anything can happen, and we're going for state, baby.
Westlake enters this game 11-0 this season, and like I said, ranked #1 in Texas and #3 in the country. The Chaparrals have won 35 straight games and back-to-back Class 6A state championships. Westlake head coach Todd Dodge will retire at the end of the season, and he hopes to cap off his 36-year career with a three-peat. After this game tonight, we will head to Texas State and Bobcat Stadium for Austin Bowie and Smithson Valley in a Class 6A Division I second-round contest. And we'll end the night at Shelton Stadium in Buda for Floresville and Leander Rouse, a Class 5A Division II matchup.
We always talk about leaving the program better than you found it, and they have left it better than they found it. And I've never had more fun coaching a group of kids than I have this one.
After jumping out to a 2-set lead, Canyon Volleyball fell in the Class 5A semifinals this afternoon, 3-2 against Grapevine at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland. 9 seniors played their final match after leading the Cougarettes to the first 40-win season in program history. Still very, very fantastic season for Canyon. And in the Class 6A semifinals right now, Brandeis is taking on Bridgeland, and Brandeis won the first set 25-18. We'll have that result for you tonight on the Nightbeat. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Larry, thank you so much. And coming up after the break, we're going to talk about an awesome event that is sure to put you in the holiday mood. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, we're starting to get that feeling. The holidays are here, and a big tradition is going to kick off tomorrow night in San Antonio. In today's KSAT Q&A, we have Megan Kuntz joining us. She is the event manager for Light the Way at UIW, University of the Incarnate Word. Megan, thanks for being here. This is such a cool event every single year. So talk about what's going to happen tomorrow, maybe for people who this is their first time taking an interest in this.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on. This is a 35-year tradition with our university. It grew from being something that just the students put on in our convocation center, which we outgrew pretty quickly. And then we even outgrew the football stadium as well. And now it's a campus-wide event, which lasts almost all day. The gates will open at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to go ahead and have our lighting ceremony at 6. And then the evening will conclude with a beautiful fireworks display at 9:30.
So you just said that it starts at 3 o'clock, and you guys, we can finally check out the lights at 6 o'clock. But I'm wondering about other events. We know that this is basically for the family, so kids can go there and enjoy this too, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's a little something for everybody at Light the Way. We're delighted to be back in person this year, and we're going to have everybody's kind of classic favorite things. So we're going to have all kinds of delicious things in our food truck area. We're going to have live music at the front of campus all day. We're going to have a vendor's alley where you can do a little bit of Christmas shopping ahead of time. And then there's a kids corner, which is just for the little ones, where they can meet Santa. They can play some games. They can play with our student athletes. They can even get some hot chocolate and some baked goods from Bird Bakery. There's a little something for everybody at Light the Way.
I cannot wait to drive by and see all of those lights. You said more than 1 million, well over 1 million lights. So the campus is beautiful itself. And last year, having the ability to drive through and see something festive, it was a good time for that last year. And Light the Way still happened, but it definitely looked different last year compared to this year. So in terms of COVID, what are you all doing to try to keep people safe this year?
Absolutely. We have some mild COVID protocols. If you're not able to be a distance from everybody else, if you just want to pop a mask on before you play some games, if you just want to make use of the hand sanitizer that's going to be free flowing all around the event, that's one of the main things. It's also entirely outside this year. So everybody's going to be in the fresh air and able to really space out around our gorgeous campus. And those are some of the things that we've done to try to mitigate any sort of hazardous things and just make sure that all of our guests are as safe and able to enjoy the event.
And how many people can your event hold? I know that it's outside, but...
Absolutely. In the past couple of years, we've had about 10,000 people join us on campus throughout the course of the day.
Wow, 10,000 people throughout the day. And Steve Spriester, he hosts this usually every year. I had a chance to do it with him one year when it was actually cold, so that really added to the festivities. So what does it mean for not only all of San Antonio that gets to do this, but the campus itself to have such a tradition like this that's going 35 years strong? I have to imagine that's something that everybody there at UIW looks forward to.
It really is. It's one of those things that's on the calendar all year round. You can see us prepare for it all year round. Our electrical staff are up on cherry pickers, either putting up the lights, taking down the lights, inspecting the lights. The lights are a pretty big part of the landscape here at UIW. And it's one of those things where San Antonio is one of the towns that does the holidays probably the best. And we're just so happy to be part of the holiday landscape in such a remarkable and beautiful place that San Antonio is. And to be part of it for 35 years it's just something that we always look forward to as a community.
And Meg, when you talk about we doing the event, does we include the students? Are they also a big part of this?
They absolutely are. We couldn't do without the wonderful student volunteers that help us throughout the course of the year. There's actually a series of days in September where we bring all of the old light strands into one of the ballrooms, and the students and the staff and the alumni and any sort of visiting family and friends, we sit there and we go through every single strand of light and every single light bulb, and we make sure that everything is glowing and just good to go to really dazzle and bring about the holiday spirit in San Antonio.
That's got to be worth some extra credit, right? I mean, going through 1 million plus bulbs. So for families who want to put this on their calendar for this weekend, but they want to make sure that they see the lights when that switch is flipped and the fireworks, what's the best timing to get there?
Well, the lights are being flipped on at 6 o'clock, and then the fireworks will go off at 9:30.
All right, perfect. And also, you're working with HEB on this event also as well. Could you please tell us how they contributed?
Absolutely. HEB is by far our biggest supporter on this event. And they've been our title sponsor of Light the Way since 2004. They've really stepped up and they continue to support the event because they understand that celebrating not only with our community, but with the San Antonio community at large, even during times when we're scared and we're in a pandemic, it's moments like this that where we come together as a community and we're able to like get outside of ourselves and celebrate something larger. They understand that it's these moments that like really, really make our community shine, especially during the holidays.
Literally.
And so HEB continues to be a steadfast supporter of Light the Way. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so before we go here, where on the campus do people need to go tomorrow around 6 o'clock? And tickets, parking, things like that. What do people need to know?
Well, there are no tickets because it is a free event. We want to make sure that everybody can come and enjoy.
Perfect.
If you would like to park, there's parking in our Ancira parking garage and in the Founders parking garage. And then when you want to actually come watch the lights be flipped on, and the best place to see the fireworks is going to be at the front of our campus in front of the Diane Bennett Concert Hall.
All right, Megan Kuntz with University of the Incarnate Word. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for KSAT Q&A. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and good luck tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. Some weekend construction to tell you about. We'll start from west to east. This is Alamo Ranch Parkway on the far west side, Alamo Ranch area. The westbound lanes will be closed beginning at 9 through the weekend between Loop 1604 and Lone Star Parkway for some paving work out there. We told you in the first half hour about this project underway, Loop 1604, Segment 3, I-10 to Highway 281, hopefully complete by 2025 at this stretch anyway. Remember this closure tomorrow morning, Loop 1604 at Blanco Road as they do the work there. Traffic shift begins today on 281 North. You might see the signage there from TPC Parkway to Bulverde Road, so look out for that if you drive in that area. And finally, in Comal County, just north of New Braunfels, I-35 southbound will be closed at Conrad's Lane. So if you're in the area, watch out for that beginning also at 9 o'clock. Looking at the area, catch up with us. I know it's Friday. It's kind of slow there, but we have this crash here. Looks like the emergency crews are leaving at 37 and Hackberry, but some residual delays northbound there, guys.
It's not just us, the computers too sometimes. Thanks, Sam.
It is all good. All right, live cam right now. Getting a nice view of our highway.
58 degrees. Yeah, okay, so the temperature's dropping off, but as usual, we got some ups and downs coming our way, Adam.
Yeah, a little bouncy in the temperature department over the next several days. The temperatures will be up and down, along with the humidity as well. Let's take a look at our day today, though. 48 this morning, so we felt the chill out there. Then 67 by the afternoon with a lot of sunshine. It was nice. And elsewhere across the area, we're mainly in the 60s. Some locations, typically warmer spots, west and southwest of town, low 70s. Cotulla 73, Del Rio high temperature of 73 as well. We'll talk about the noticeable changes for the weekend and even touch on that rain chance for Thanksgiving coming right up.
Paying it forward in Precinct 4, Bexar County Constable Catherine Brown has overcome many obstacles in her life, including cancer, and she became the first Black woman to serve as constable in Bexar County.
And now she's giving back through a community pantry that she opened at her office, and she gave our own Japhanie Gray a walk through that pantry, and she's going to tell us who it's going to benefit.
We need resources. Nobody pays attention to the east side. Nobody pays attention to the northeast side. Nobody pays attention to the southeast side. So I said, okay.
It's a cry Bexar County Precinct 4 Constable Catherine Brown heard throughout her campaign, beating breast cancer twice. She says she knows what it's like to need help. Now she's even more dedicated to helping people in need in her precinct.
I said, that's why God kept me here. I survived for some reason, and this is a part of the plan. This is a part of the plan, again, to pay it forward, to give back, to show my appreciation.
So she, along with the help of Eagles Flight San Antonio, have created this community pantry in her office to serve domestic violence victims, families in need of children's clothes, the elderly, and the homeless.
Research has shown that we have the highest populated homeless population in Bexar County of all the precincts. So our deputies, during the course of their duties in executing evictions, they do come across individuals that have those needs. And what they do is they bring this information back to us, and we look in our little pantry to see if we have the items.
They provide help on patrol as well.
These packets here that we equipped our deputies with in case they come across someone that's in need of resources. They have these in their Tahoes.
Brown says they hope to grow the pantry big enough to put on a big holiday drive for people experiencing homelessness by the end of the year.
My mama always said a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So speak up. Don't be ashamed.
Japhanie Gray, KSAT 12 News.
It's a great thing that she's doing, giving back to the community. It's pretty awesome.
I know, the need is there. All right, let's talk about the forecast now. The weekend, it's here.
Yes.
So we are ready to get outside. I mean, a day like today,
But
it's nice to see these cooler temperatures.
Yes, but you need to get your fleece. Now, you're not going to need it the whole weekend, right, Adam?
That's exactly it. You'll need it tonight, but not necessarily tomorrow night. We're going to have the humidity gradually returning throughout the day tomorrow, and you're going to really notice it tomorrow night and into Sunday. Also, some other changes temperature-wise. So warmer this weekend. We'll be well into the 70s for afternoon temperatures. We talked about that humidity coming back. It'll be here tomorrow night. You'll notice it. And then rain possible still by Thanksgiving. We're looking at what could be an unsettled weather pattern. Let's go outside, though, this evening. What a nice sunset. It's still hard for me to get used to the time now. Sunset's at 5:37 p.m. That time change still messing with my mind a little bit. 58 degrees right now, dew point of 38, so dry air in place for now. But let's talk temperatures and what we can expect going forward. Currently, a good portion of our area in the 50s, 61 Canyon Lake, 63 Castroville, but neighboring Rio Medina 57 along with Helotes, Converse 58 degrees, and Bernie now at 52. Lower 60s south and west of town as well. So as we go through the evening, temperatures quickly falling through the 50s and then down into the 40s by midnight, I think. And I think we'll start the day tomorrow in the upper 40s for a good portion of our area, about 50 degrees south of Highway 90. Stone Oak 46 in the morning. Leon Springs 47, 48 Seguin, and Elmendorf. So in the 40s to start the day tomorrow, but by Sunday morning, lower 60s. So that's a huge temperature jump for those morning readings. You'll need the jacket tonight and tomorrow morning. Sunday morning, not so much. I mean, low 60s with humidity in the air, some mugginess, and I think some thick fog due to the return of the humidity Sunday morning. So keep that in mind as you venture out Sunday morning. And then we see those temperatures, of course, just keep going up and down into next week. I think our low point will be Tuesday morning, down in the lower 40s in some areas in the upper 30s, but that's far from now. That's next week. Let's talk about our humidity and how that changes. So it's dry outside right now. One reason we're going to cool off so efficiently tonight. And here's our futurecast. Notice as we go through the day tomorrow morning, still dry and crisp. We have that nice fall feel in the air, but by tomorrow evening, the wind coming off the Gulf of Mexico boosts that moisture content in the air. And you notice the mugginess and stickiness by tomorrow evening. That's going to be short-lived, though. Sunday's going to be humid, but by Sunday evening, a weak cold front gets rid of the humidity, and most of next week, you're not even going to be thinking about humidity much. By Wednesday, you'll notice a bit, but that's about it. So here's the big picture. Some of the activity, weak disturbances still far to the north of us. It's been a while since we've had some good rain around here. This disturbance out in the Pacific that we're watching, we're talking far west of California right now. This has the potential to give us some decent rainfall as we get into Thanksgiving. There's still a lot of uncertainty with it. It's a cutoff upper level low, and they are notoriously tricky in terms of predicting even this far out, 6-7 days out. But so our forecast will be changing. There's some uncertainty, but it does look like somewhere in Texas, there's going to be some good, healthy, heavy rainfall at some point around Thanksgiving and possibly even lingering into Friday. So this weekend, maybe a stray shower on Sunday. That's it for rain chances. Otherwise, Sunday morning fog, a stray shower or two in the afternoon, some humidity, and becoming breezy on Sunday behind that cold front. But we're well into the 70s this weekend for highs. Into next week, we see those temperatures drop back down into the 60s for highs Monday afternoon. And as of now, Thanksgiving looking gray with some areas of rain likely scattered in nature. The big question is, where's the heaviest rain going to set up? How much would fall? And then also, is it going to last into Friday and even Saturday?
I want to know what that turkey's doing.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a distraction, isn't he?
Yes.
He's sticking his neck out there.
Yeah. All right, Adam. Thank you so much. And today's, in case you missed it, it's coming up right after the break.
Here's today's, in case you missed it.
Good morning. It is Friday, November 19th.
Well, good morning. What was a lane closure earlier this morning now has become a full highway closure. Both sides of Highway 90 closed here just west of Callahan Road. Police say a woman in her 30s was driving home from work when she, for some reason, lost control and crashed into the base of a TransGuide sign, her truck.
Well, it is terrifying to look at. I spoke to an Alamo Heights Battalion chief, and he tells us that luckily there was no person hurt in this. 6 cars did get significant damage from this tree, and this is a massive oak tree, I believe. But just to give you an idea, I'm going to stand here next to the base. I mean, it's almost as tall as I am, and it's just the base. Now, the battalion chief told me they're still investigating to find out how or why this tree came collapsing down. They don't know the exact reason just yet.
Aside from Fiesta, it is the most wonderful time of the year in San Antonio. We're still a few weeks away from December, but downtown San Antonio getting a taste of winter. The Rotary Club's ice skating rink returning to Travis Park.
Lots of people are super excited about this. Tonight is opening night and the first time that the ice rink is going to open since 2019. And our Max Massey is there now getting ready for the event. And Max, show us what's happening there. All right, you ready?
Guys, I'm weeding in and out. It is exciting out here. We had the ribbon cutting. We have the Marines here for Toys for Tots. It is so exciting.
All right, before we go, a couple crashes. Tell you about this is on Loop 410 near San Pedro. You can see some emergency vehicles there, so watch out for that. Also, we've been watching this situation on Hackberry northbound. So if you're heading downtown, maybe to go ice skating or something like that, just keep this delay in mind. Adam?
And Sam, temperatures cooling quickly this evening, so have a jacket ready to go. And tomorrow morning, you'll want long sleeves as well. But by the afternoon, we're looking sunny and in the mid 70s. So 40s in the morning tomorrow, 70s by the afternoon. Sunday, some morning fog, but warmer at 62 degrees and even muggy as well. That humidity's back briefly for Saturday night into Sunday. And still looking at the rain possibilities by Thanksgiving.
Turkey's really worried about it. Thank you,
We're
Adam.
still trying to figure that out.
I think he's confused.
We'll
figure
see
it
you on
out
the
by
Nightbeat.